Hello everyone, this is Aura. With the new war coming up tomorrow, I want to go over a few things for those of you that might not be familiar with it. Go in here. There's a few pointers that I'm going to give you, and I'm going to actually go through a few things to get you familiar with what's going on here. As you can see, I got the touch enabled so you can see where I'm pressing and so on. Okay, the first thing I really want to go over, this is a new map. This is a brand new map for us because we just tiered up in war. So uh, if you go down into this corner here, press this button, there's this little triangle button here. If you press on that, it shows the links of the nodes that are getting powered and so on and so forth. As you can see, the arrows flow different ways. So usually the start point of the arrows is one of the links you need to get down first because it clears a link for another node. As you can see, like right here, nodes 1 here and 3 here are both feeding this middle node with power. Now they all do different things, and the way you can tell is you can just click on this little thing down here and it'll tell you everything. Local node is just what that node has normally, and then there's also different nodes. As you can see, it says outgoing 1 here at the bottom. We'll press that. So node 3 is feeding node 2 plus 35 attack and health, plus 25 attack, and plus 28 critical rating. So you can see how it's important that you get these links down in order so that no one's fighting anything linked with, with extra buffs, because it can get hard. As you can see, the ratings of the numbers of the people in here are pretty high. There's me right here. You see my Nightcrawler's at 41,000 at the moment. See, there's even more links now. This wasn't the case before, but now there's links to the mini bosses and also from the mini bosses to the boss. So it's very important that you know where these links are and you don't go fighting a fight that is linked to another node and getting some kind of a power. Okay, another thing here too is if you notice, some of these nodes have like orange dots and some have purple. The purple ones usually are the ones feeding something or getting fed from something, as you can see. So if you enter a fight, and I can't show you right now because I can't enter a fight, but if you enter a fight and you see any purple up in the menu that explains, all the menus for their buffs and their abilities and so on and so forth. If you see purple in there, you might want to back out and make sure that you're not fighting a link node. But this is a good thing to always get used to doing, is checking this and making sure. As you can see, like on the right side here, the first link that's feeding anything is this node 6 here. So basically the first person in is going to want to go that way and take down that node, so it takes the power away from node 5 and then node 4. So as you can see, you'd want to go to the right here first and then go up the middle and then go to the left. So the 3 people that go down this lane, that's how you would tackle that. And every node feeds another node, so it's important that there's communication and letting people know if they're on another path, that their node is clear, that they can advance. Let's see, what else can I show you? Oh yeah, like the orange nodes here, those are what's called local nodes. Even though they're getting powered, if there was no power, they'd still be getting these buffs right here. 50% attack and health, increase all power gain 50%, and the pessimist, which gains fury, armor up, and health steal, as long as they remain above 75% health points. And as you notice, this one's got a lot of incoming stuff because it's getting fed from 2 different nodes. If you really want to know, what node's feeding what or anything, you can always come back here and check it, and then you can see outgoing. That's what's outgoing to that other node. And the same on the other side. There's the outgoing to that same node, node 10. So as you can see, he's got a lot of buffs. So if you just jump in and jump to the middle, you're going to be facing a pretty healthy opponent, and you're probably going to get killed. And in war, you want to try to not die, or try to not die as much as possible, because it counts against you in points. So even though these nodes, if you look at some of these here, you got Buddha. His Nightcrawler's at 9,476 rating. Well, that rating's gonna be lower once these nodes are clear. As you can see, it goes all the way back to this left-hand side here. So really, the node that's feeding his Nightcrawler there is node 27, the Spider-Man here. Outgoing, that's all he's getting. Enhanced armor up. Oh, I'm sorry, enhanced armor break, mirror image. Mirror image is kind of cool. If the attacker has any buffs, they're going to get the same buff, so that's kind of a neat node. Some other time I'll go through, what node does what, but it's pretty complicated, and I don't want you to get into that right now. The main thing is just to watch these links and, make sure, use this button here. And some of the other buttons here, this is where all the portals are. So those are the places you can jump. And those 2 are important because these will even change in higher tiers. But as you notice, the very far right path, you can get to either one of the bosses. In the later ones, you can only get to the back boss, which in this case would be Archangel. But these help a lot, because if people get stuck, a person from another lane can come in and help them out. So, and I find this is a good rule. Always stop at these portals here, and people should maybe go in one at a time or something, and just make sure that they can take that particular opponent down. Because if they can't, somebody else from another lane may be able to get there. The exception to that rule is the 2 outer lanes. The very far outer left here, coming around here, all the way left here, all this. Those can only get. That's the only path that can get to these 2 back opponents right here. So those are pretty important paths. Not only that, but all the links start from that path too. Right here at node 33, is that it? Yeah, 33. And on the other side, it all stems from, well, these aren't really that important except for this first one here. Those 3 nodes have to come down to clear the node 11. Well, actually, node 2 has to come down to clear node 11, but 3 and 1 have to come down first, because they're feeding that inner one, and that inner one is feeding over to node 11. You just have to watch the arrows and see which way they're flowing. That'll give you a good clue. Well, that's about it. If anybody has any questions, they can always ask me. You can PM me or ask in chat, whatever you want. I'll answer as soon as I can. I always answer, so you'll get an answer eventually. So that's it. I just wanted to say you guys have been doing a great job. We've been killing these things, even in AQ. Pretty much, we had a couple stumbles, but that's bound to happen eventually anyway. So I just wanted to say good luck, have some fun, and be aware of what's going on before you jump and try to fight somebody. All right, good luck, everybody. Let's have a good war tomorrow. Peace.